So kind of the most important part. So if you know anything about Korea, this palace was originally built in the year 1395, and it's one of the one of the five royal palaces here in Seoul. Gyeongbukgung is probably the most famous of it, and definitely the largest, the one that everybody wants to come to. And most of it has been damaged or burnt down during the Japanese occupation back in the 1500s. And so a lot of this is restored, or it has been restored. And so what we're actually seeing, unfortunately, is replicas for the most part. But there are some original structures here that we'll get to see here in a little bit. But even though it is a recreation, it's still lovely. And also, it's kind of weird because this today, Kakao, many of you guys probably know Kakao, right? Kakao is not, it's a messaging system here in Korea, but it's more than that. It's maps, it's payment center, it's just everything. And it is down today here in Korea. So it's causing all kinds of issues. So Korea is just kind of a mess today. In front of us, you're going to see this is where the king would have sat and ruled. This is kind of the king's chamber. But I want to show you these huge doors here, as well as how high this roof is. Danette, you made it. Thank you for joining us. It is quite sad. But you know, most of Korea is there. Oh, I know him. Look, Jan is here, guys. You made it.
What you waiting for that 1 hour?
Yeah.
I've just come half an hour ago, and in 5 minutes I have
Really?
my ticket because I'm legally.
Yeah. I didn't know because of him. We had to get here early.
You can buy 2 tickets.
I know we weren't sure, so we wanted to be safe. Everybody's saying hi, Jan. Welcome.
Because the Korean tickets were sold out.
Yeah.
A bit late.
They sell it quickly, yeah. So we're talking about how you can buy the tickets on site here, but there's like 500 tickets that Koreans can buy and 200 for foreigners. But there's obviously many more Koreans here than there are foreigners. So, 1 second.
So that's also why so many people wears hanbok. Because
Exactly.
when they have hanbok, they can enter without a ticket, even at the night time.
Exactly. So if you don't have a ticket but you're wearing a hanbok, then you're kind of exempt. 1 second. I want to share this really quick.
You did.
I'm supposed to say special. Oops. All right. So sorry about that. Let me show you. So this is again why you see so many people wearing the Korean traditional costumes called hanbok, because you can kind of skip the lines. The weather is so beautiful today. We're kind of in that part of the year where it gets hot and it gets cold. It's very Katy Perry, your yes and your no. But tonight's actually beautiful. We have clear skies. It's a nice early autumn day. So this part leading up to the king, you'll see this part in the middle is raised because that's where the king would have gone, and to the left and the right would have been just the common folk like you and I. So to give you a little glimpse, you'll see all of this awning here. So you can also from here, I think you can see back there, it's actually the Blue House, I think, Changwade, which you can now go to. Amy, I agree, is very beautiful. I've been here a few times. This isn't my first time at night. We've actually live streamed here a few times, but never on the YouTube, always on the Facebook. So I wanted to share this here on YouTube with you. But yeah, so let me show you kind of from where I'm seeing it. Lady Drum Group, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like that here tonight, unfortunately. But if you get a chance to see it at night, you'll see, looking at the other side, there's Gwanghamun area, which maybe we'll show you kind of as we go out. But again, it's why everybody here is wearing a hanbok. If you're joining us, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, everybody. Let us know that you are watching this, that you're enjoying it. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you're a Korea fan, then you're definitely going to want to rent one of these hanboks. Look how beautiful they are. All right, but I don't know about your office, but my office is not as grand as this. So this is the King's area. Let me go. Let's get a little closer. We've got Indiana in the house. We got Western Australia. Very cool. As you guys know, I try to come live here on Saturday nights, but don't always get to due to my schedule. So we wanted to, I wanted to do something special for you tonight. So I took a poll to see where you guys wanted to come, and the overwhelming majority of you said that you wanted to come here to Gyeongbukgung. So that is where we are. Next week, we will not be live here on YouTube, though. We will be live with our virtual Halloween party, which will be happening in our VIP group. So if you want that, you're going to hit the join button down below. You can join our VIP group. And it's our channel sponsors. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a costume contest. There'll be free merch as prizes, all kinds of cool stuff. So you're going to want to check it out. We've got Minnesota here. Melanie, I know, I'm excited for the Halloween party. And then the weekend after, I'll take you to Itaewon. How about that? For a Halloween extravaganza in Itaewon. Let me show you the view from behind this Seoul. City lights behind us. Even better, exactly. So that's why I wanted the Halloween party to be next week, so I could take you to Itaewon. We'll be in Itaewon tomorrow as well, though, for our Sunday live stream. Let me just show you. Let's see, who else do we got? We have Minnesota, Newfoundland, Canada. We got Busan in the house. Oh, nice. All right, so there's two really cool places that are obligatory to check out while we're here. Well, Cocktails with Paul will be coming back eventually. Just not tonight. It's either Cocktails with Paul or a live tour. So it's one of the two, not both. So maybe in November, we'll do a Cocktails with Paul. So look how grand that is. So everybody here is waiting in line to check out the King's chambers. Look at the little boy dressed as a king. I always think I'm not very interesting enough to do the whole Cocktails with Paul. I don't want to cut this line. Let me zoom in. But you can see back there is the throne the king would have sat in. Pretty cool stuff, right? So this is an office with a view. We've had the whole city of Seoul out your office window. Pretty cool, right? I guess they're doing some construction. This is usually not blocked off. Usually you can walk all the way around it. I agree. Ooh, look at that camera. Maybe we'll come over here and try to skip the line. Let's go up here. Caroline's loving it. Fantastic. I'm so glad. So the view would absolutely have been different back then. Remember, this was built in 1395, so it would have been slightly different. What a nice little glimpse into the past, right? Can talk about, yeah, I don't know, this whole area. It's actually kind of dangerous, though. I'm kind of glad. I mean, Maybe back in the day, people weren't falling off the ledge, but I feel like I've almost fallen off many a ledge here. All right, it's a majestic throne, right? So there are, like I said, 5 different palaces here, royal palaces here, and this is definitely the most visited and the biggest. They've rebuilt it, but not all of it has been restored, just because they don't know where a lot of it was. So there's a lot of empty space here. So what's cool about this place too is it's 3,000 won to get in everybody, but you can also take a free tour. You're gonna head to the one in Busan. I think you might mean the Buddhist temple, right? The Buddhist temple is a little different than the royal palaces. I don't know if there's a royal palace in Busan because Busan was never the capital, right? Gyeongju was. So I think what you're thinking of, Melanie, is the Haedong Gyeongguksa Buddhist temple, which is beautiful, but totally different experience. Totally different structure. So as I mentioned again, also, what I meant or started saying is you can come here and take a free guided tour. So there's actually English tours as well as other languages that you can take. And the people are really nice. They know everything. They will really walk you through here and tell you all the history much better than I can. Even though I've been here so many times, I've studied about this place and I've taken the guided tours, still impossible to fully remember everything. Diana's going to be here in a few years. That's awesome. The good thing is that this place doesn't really change. Actually, there are some changes. There are places that have opened up, and just down the street here, there's a place that has been closed off for more than 100 years, and they just opened it. It's this little park. It's beautiful. Everybody's trying to get the perfect Instagram photo over here. What's the mountain in front of me? Is that Bukhansan? I would imagine. It's not Namsan, if that's what you're wondering. Namsan is in this area over here. So I believe that'd be Bukhansan. Also, FYI, there's the National, is it Folk Museum? I believe over there. Diane, no problem. If you don't know, we live stream every Sunday over on Facebook with these tours. And then occasionally here on YouTube. We always love sharing our little adventures here in South Korea. We don't stay just in Seoul. We go all kinds of places. A friend Sally's here from the Philippines. Welcome. All right, I'm trying to be nice. These people are trying to take a picture. This couple's down here. He's trying to take a picture of her, but people keep walking in the way, so I feel bad. What's your first Korean cookbook? Nice. Don't be intimidated. A lot of Korean food seems very intimidating, but it's forgiving. I'm not a good cook, but I've made some pretty yummy things in my time. I want to show you. I want to come over to this corner here because I love this corner. Jess, hello, welcome. Oh, better late than never, right? Thanks for joining us. Welcome to our YouTube live stream. I know we don't live stream enough here on YouTube. All right, but I want to come over to this corner because I want to flip you around. All right, here we go. I want to show you this beautiful sight. It impresses me every time I'm here. Bam! Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Look at that incredible sight. This is actually the thumbnail for the YouTube live stream. Actually, I think it might have been from that. It might actually be the same angle. Human took that picture last year. It's one of my favorite pictures. I think it's my wallpaper still. It was the other side, okay. But this way you get the other entrance there. Yeah. I'll show you from the other side. You took a screenshot, awesome. We love to see the screenshots in the group. Feel free to share them. We'll walk around this way and then come back. I'll show you the front as we leave. There is a last entry time, which is 8:30. You have to have your ticket and enter. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to make sure we were here on time. I think I'm like the only person not wearing a hanbok. Jay Renee, you're up very early, my friend, for Saturday. Oh, it is such a beautiful night. So this is some of the signs. So this Gyeonghae-ru is one of the most famous places. I believe this part is mostly untouched, actually. So I was mentioning earlier, there's different reasons that people are wearing this. Number one, if you wear these, if you rent them at any of the shops around here, you can get free entry into this palace. But also, it's because you have to have a ticket, and it's hard to get tickets to this. There's limited amounts. And so if you're wearing a hanbok, though, you don't need a ticket. So it's kind of like a way to bypass everything and to bypass the ticket restriction. So that's why everybody's doing it. Hi, Don. Welcome. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you as always. You'll see a lot of people like this. I don't know why, but many of the Korean younger dudes, like the college guys, think it's funny to wear the ladies' hanbok. I don't know. It's just, I don't think it's that funny, but they think it's funny. They think it's hysterical. So you'll often see groups of guys just wearing ladies' hanboks. I don't know. Okay. All right, so speaking of BTS earlier, this is actually a beautiful location. Hello, Kay in Louisiana. This pavilion is, I believe, where they hosted like foreign dignitaries back in the day. And this, luckily, has mostly been untouched. It wasn't really destroyed as most of the palace was, as well as the pond around it. Now, it's really hard to get pictures here because everybody wants to come. This is like the most beautiful spot. All right. And for those of you BTS Army, you may recognize it because they did a performance here, maybe for like Jimmy Fallon or something. Malta is in the house. Welcome. Saley is Jimmy Fallon. See, I was right, Melanie. Thanks for backing me up on that good eye. I have a question. Do you guys think Jimmy Fallon's funny? I posted this the other day. I don't think he's funny at all. I think he's dreadful. Saley will be here in January 2024. Got plenty of time to plan. All right, let me come over here so you can take some screenshots really quickly. You can see the reflection on the river, on the pond. Isn't it lovely? So at certain times you can actually go in there. I've never been in there. But you can make a reservation and actually take a tour in there. I hope to do that at some point. Yeah, that's... I don't want to spend too much time here because everybody's here trying to get their perfect picture. So let me be polite. Melbourne, Australia. I like also staying back here. It's really beautiful, especially in the springtime, because these trees bloom. And then you got the screenshot also. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the BTS in Busan. Like I said, I think it might have been, it sounds like it was a mess watching it, and it sounds like it was a mess actually being there. From what I am hearing from the ground, it was a mess. But if you enjoyed it, then hey, that's all that matters. Oof. Caroline, I'm pretty much the same way. The only reason I really talk about BTS is simply because other people care about them. I don't dislike them. I'm just not really into them. But other people are, so if it brings them happiness, I'll talk about them. Is it? I think I can do. March is a great time to visit. Have I tried Gyeongbukgung? What's Gyeongbukgung? Gyeongbukgung. Oh, steamed egg? Do you mean steamed egg? Gyeongbukgung. Oh yeah. Oh, it's yummy. I love Gyeongbukgung. It's a simple, easy food to make. You can even make it in the microwave. Human cooks in the microwave sometimes. It's super, super easy. It goes especially well with like samgyeopsal. So you eat some. If you guys don't know, Gyeongbukgung is literally just steamed egg. I think a lot of times they put egg custard beef soup. Well, there's nothing beefy about it. It's not really a soup. It's literally just like a soft souffle almost. I think maybe there's like an anchovy stock in it. Gyeongbukgung. Isn't there an anchovy stock in it? I think you can make it with just water. Yuman has a recipe, guys, in the Facebook group. If you look, you can put cheese in it.
It's just water.
Okay, he says
Or
just.
sometimes it's a paste, yeah, anchovy water or chicken stock.
All right, Yuman also says you can use chicken stock. Is this away? Is this far away from Namsan Tower? Not at all. Namsan Tower is really close. I mean, not walkable. Actually, you probably, if you don't mind walking a bit, you probably could walk there. You can walk to the base of it. Look at that, everybody. What a treat. If you're enjoying this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, guys. And don't forget, if you really enjoy it, you can always hit the join button and become a channel member to show your support. And then also, you're going to get invited to our Halloween party next week, our live virtual Halloween party with friends from all around the world. We have a special group on Facebook. That is only for our VIPs, our very important penguins. And we have a monthly live chat. And this month we are doing our Halloween party. So people will dress up. There'll be a winner that'll get some free merch. Yeah, Namsan Tower. I can't see it from here, but I live not far from Namsan Tower, and it's a very short bus ride over here. I'm going to take you around the corner now. This whole area, like I mentioned earlier, isn't open today, so it kind of stops over here. This is kind of the main area. There you go. I think Jay Renee and Caroline go together. I would say traveling solo is great, and it is. I love traveling solo, but Korea can be difficult to travel solo. Even 2 weekends ago, I went to the city of Andong by myself, and normally I don't have any problems getting around by myself or eating by myself or doing things. But this time it was a little difficult because a lot of places don't serve single diners, and there are challenges. There can definitely be challenges. Well, you always got your friends Paul and Yuman here. I mean, I can't always hang out with everybody, but let's go. One day I would love to do a huge tour. Like when I have vacation, like 1 week, you guys can come here during that time, plan it together, and we'll all hang out. A mandu recipe, there you go. I've never made mandu, but I don't think it's that hard either. Folding it's a little difficult. In Korea, they say if you make ugly mandu, you'll have ugly babies. So you have to learn to make pretty mandu, so you'll have pretty babies. Important. This part back here is closed off now just because of the nighttime tour, but if you come during the daytime, then you can check it out. But it's also been closed for a while due to renovation. All right, thank you to Jess, who just became a level 1 supporter. Welcome to our newest VIP. Everybody say hi to Jess. Thank you for joining us. After this, you can message me and I'll give you the link to our VIP group, and you can join us for that, for our little exclusive group. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it, my friend. you'll see if you have a colored penguin next to your name, like Melanie's is green and now Jess has a black penguin, it means you're a VIP or channel supporter. Some people ask where the different colors are. It just depends on how long you've been a member. So when you're a new member, it's black, and then after 1 month, it turns. I don't remember the whole succession of it, but the longer you are, the more colorful it becomes. Or you were wondering, well, now you know. Also, as a VIP, you get some special emoticons you can use. So if you look there, there's some special exclusive emoticons. I think this is where we're going to have to turn around. Let's see. Is it open? I don't think it is. Usually it's closed at this point. Yeah, so it's closed off now. But in the daytime, if you want, you can go back there. You can also follow that road back around to the Blue House, Cheongwadae, where the president used to live. Melanie, yeah. So there's like a 1 month, and then I think it goes 2, 3. I don't remember. I can tell you later if you're ever interested. But there's different colors. I'm excited to show you guys tomorrow this huge festival in Itaewon, though. It's been closed for the last few years, but we're going to go early. We're going to go to our normal time of 11 a.m. Korean time, simply because it gets so crowded, you guys. It is this huge festival that's a lot of fun. Oh, I can't wait for your Hangul hoodie. Hopefully they start shipping soon. I know I ordered a hoodie. Yeah, thanks to everybody who did. I know many of you ordered the limited edition Hangul hoodie for Hangul Day. It's closed. It's no longer available. So if you didn't get it, you're going to have to wait till next year. Maybe I'll make it available again. But a lot of people got that. So hopefully they will be... I know I ordered one last week and it's already been shipped. So sometimes it takes a little bit. They have to print them and ship them. It is print on demand, which means it's not printed until... Look around. They're not printed until they're purchased, and then after a few days, they get printed in batches. And so usually it doesn't take very long, but it depends on where you are. Usually it ships by DHL. So, Caroline, don't worry. You don't have money. Don't worry, my friend. It's not all about that. But you don't know. If you join the Halloween party, maybe you'll win. You'll get free merch. Won't be the Hangul shirt, but it'll be something else. And then, yeah. For those of you that have it, I hope to see your photos of it. I hope you love it. I love to see, especially if you wear, one thing that brings me a lot of happiness whenever I design a t-shirt and people wear it, then I get to see like local places, like in your city or your town, wearing it. It just makes me really thrilled. There's actually Yumin's wearing one of my designs today. I should show you. He's wearing my... I liked this shirt a lot. Yumin, can I see your shirt? He was feeling shy. He won't show me his shirt. All right, I'm gonna go back this way then. He's wearing my... I have a shirt that says, if it's not Korean, I'm not eating it. I love that design. And it has a whole bunch of pictures of different Korean foods. Yeah, let me know when you guys get it. I'm excited for you to get it. I had to treat myself as well to one of my, you want one of those? It's on this. I can show. I'll try to make you and show me his shirt. He's wearing a jacket. He's feeling shy. I like it. It's a little childish, but I thought it was cute. I treated myself to one of the treat myself. It's one of the, it has all the outlines of the different things. The different, I don't know, I can post a picture when I get it. You're gonna go downtown, it's awesome. You know, I used to live downtown, Jay Renee. I used to work at I used to live on Mass Ave, actually, Massachusetts Avenue, because I worked at, I don't know if it's still called this, but it was called Safeco, down by Circle Center. And I don't know, I was in my 20s, and I like to go partying. And I had a really affordable place right downtown on Mass Ave, next to the really artsy district. I always wanted to live in Broad Ripple, but I worked downtown, and I didn't like driving very much. So I lived on Mass Ave. It was a fun time, let me tell you. Luisa, Monica, thank you for joining us. FYI, again, exactly, yeah, so the people are wearing, anytime you come to the palaces, I used to remember my favorite place was a Cajun place called Yats. Does that still exist? I would always get the chili, cheese, crawfish etouffee with garlic bread and jambalaya. It's so good. Make my mouth water here, y'all. But yeah, so just to explain again, everybody's wearing the hanboks. Anytime you come to one of the palaces, you're always going to see lots of hanboks. Anytime you get free admission into the palace. But also just makes for really cool pictures. So part of the reason tonight you see so many people in it is, again, for photos, but also because it's hard to get the tickets. There's only a certain amount of people that are lit in. And if you don't have a ticket, it's really difficult or impossible to come in. But if you're wearing a hanbok or you're over the age of 65, then you can come in without a ticket. So it's kind of the way to beat the system. If you don't have, because I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to get a ticket. So I was like, you know what? I told Human we were waiting in line for like an hour. And I was like, if I don't get a ticket, I'm gonna have to go throw on a hanbok really quick so I can get in here. I promised everybody we're gonna see this tonight. You can always see. I always think this one's like the Elsa hanbok. Some of them are really beautiful. So if you want to wear a hanbok, there's a lot of places around here. I was with Sarah last weekend. And we just stopped by one of the local places down the street and got one. There's Jan again. Let's sneak up on him. Good shot. Right? Is it your first time to come at nighttime?
Yeah, I've been here like 3 times before.
Okay.
Actually, this time it was the first time that I paid for that.
Okay.
Because first time it was Chuseok.
Okay.
Second time it was Chuseok, so it was free.
Okay.
And the third time I was invited by Sejong Hakkan
Okay.
here for the Korean lessons.
Oh, nice. Are you going to Itaewon tomorrow?
I think so.
Okay. I'll probably catch you tomorrow then.
Okay.
So we're live streaming at 11, but after that, if you want, we can grab a bite or something.
Okay.
When I'm not actually busy. All right, Ray. We're gonna say bye to Jan. We'll probably see him again tomorrow. Oh, they want to know how Jeju was. Really quick, what did you think? Let me flip you around. What did you think of Jeju?
Jeju, unfortunately, I think it's a little bit overrated.
See, nobody listens to me. I try to tell you guys, skip Jeju. Everybody's like, I want to go to Jeju and Seoul and Busan. I'm like, skip Jeju, but nobody listens to me. I don't know why. Because you need a car.
Gyeongju was really beautiful. Gyeongju, go to Gyeongju.
I've been saying
I
that
had
for
a
a year.
blast.
I said, go to Gyeongju and go to Andong and skip Busan, but
Yeah,
nobody listens to me.
Yeah,
Am I right?
That's completely true.
See? Listen to me, you guys. Jan backs me up.
Yeah. Jeju, it's really overrated. Actually, if you don't have a car, and even if you have a car, it's impossible to manage everything. And there are so many people. And if you have a car, there are so many congestions. It's not possible to go anywhere.
I think the dramas have done a really good job of romanticizing Jeju and making
correct.
foreigners want to go there. What you have to realize is Jeju is beautiful because for a long time Koreans couldn't travel abroad. So that was the most exotic place you could go. Now if you want to go to an island, go to Bali, go to the Philippines.
The nicest place on Jeju was the Halasan, because I climbed the Halasan.
Okay.
And it was really beautiful. It was really beautiful view. That was really first class. But Otherwise, it's a little bit overrated.
Yeah, I gotta concur, guys. If you're coming here for a limited time, I would just skip Jeju, honestly. There are beautiful islands in Asia, but I just think Korea has beautiful things that's not an island. Gyeongju, Andong, Jeonju, Gangneung, all of those places are special for Korea. Like waterfalls, you can go to waterfalls anywhere, really. All right, so thanks for the advice. Let's catch up tomorrow.
Yeah, so see ya.
All right, thank you. All right, so let's see. Somebody just asked a good question. Is wearing a hanbok cultural appropriation? And I get that question sometimes, but you know what's funny? If you ask basically any Korean person, hey, what do you think about foreigners wearing hanbok? You guys, they love it. They think I think the idea of cultural appropriation is very much a Western idea because they love it. I mean, they like to see foreigners appreciating and, you know, coming to visit and going to their palaces and going to their places to rent these things. So no, if you come here, literally nobody's going to think, oh my God, you're appropriating Korean. And if they do think that, then they're probably American. Like, I can say that as an American. Literally, the only time I've really ever worn a hanbok is when I was paid to do it by my employers or by the government or by someplace like that. Here's a little view into, so as BTS was performing, they would have been looking out that way, you guys. This is that pavilion. Let's go up there really quick. So that's where they did the Jimmy Fallon performance, looking out to there. There you go. So again, this was remained largely untouched. So this is pretty much authentic. You can, again, take guided tours here, but right now it's closed off. But if you're lucky enough, you can take a guided tour in there and check it out and see from what BTS saw. Oh, look at them. Everybody's wearing the nice hanbok. So this is a special tour. It's in English as well. So you can come until Halloween. Melanie, I think that's what most Koreans, I think most even Asians, honestly, think. I think most non-Americans think that. I think the idea of cultural appropriation is valid, but very much you don't see it when you're actually in their culture. I've asked Yuman about it before, and I've said, hey, like, what do you think? And he's like, what are you talking about? It's ridiculous. Of course we don't care. Like, either they don't care or they like it. Like, it's literally nobody's going to say a negative thing. One of these places, you can see the really nice, I don't think the moon's very bright today. Do you see the little shapes up there? If you guys haven't, make sure you click subscribe and you turn your notifications on. I really want to do more YouTube live streaming. We've always kind of kept them to Facebook, but I want to bring you more live places here on YouTube as well. And also, this week I'll be bringing you another place here in 360. So I've been trying to do those 360 tours. I did a 360 video last week. I didn't love it, so I think I'm not going to post it. But I'm going to go get another one tomorrow to show you something so you can immerse yourself in something else. Check out the door. You love the 360. I'm so happy. You know, actually last week I came here on Saturday last week to do a 360 tour, and my camera kind of fogged up and I wasn't able to do the 360 walking tour of this palace. But one day I will. It's too dark. They didn't have electricity back in the day, right? 1395. So we're getting what, I don't know how I'm gonna get. I'm gonna have to play limbo to get through this door. The door's about 4 foot tall and I'm over 6 feet. Right? I'm so glad you enjoy the 360 videos. I'm really enjoying learning about them. Any requests for where we should go next for the next 360 tour? But yeah, I think it's a unique experience. I wanted to do a 360 tour of the night here, but I don't think it'll turn out very well. Melanie asked how the ankle's doing. The ankle is it's got a mind of its own. I'll be honest. It's like one day it's doing well, and the next day it's barking. It hurts. Today's been a little bit painful day, but I pushed through it. Life's too short to let my ankle bother me. So yeah, I just deal with it. So this place is huge, and this is only a portion of it. This is only what is open at nighttime. And again, this is not even all reconstructed. Next week, everybody, the leaves should be in full foliage. So I'm planning on going live with you, hopefully next Saturday and Sunday, to show you the fall foliage. Trust me, you're gonna want to join us for that as well. I'm not sure what the history of this place is. There are so many different buildings here that I always forget. I wish I could get up. I'd love to see the roof of that, but I can't. It's obviously blocked off here. Well, I'd love to be able to look up there. All right, Melanie, like, I'm sorry to hear that, but at the same time, it's just like, man, I don't know. It's not wise. I shouldn't have just pushed through. I should take care of myself and rest my ankle, but like, this is gonna close. It's only available at night for a few more weeks, and then it'll be closed until like April or May of next year. So it's kind of now or never. Sorry, I'm going down the stairs. That's why we're so shaky. I think we're gonna have to start heading towards the front again. As I mentioned, this is only open until I think 9:30, so around 9, which we're almost at right now. They start kind of sending you back to the front. And it's time to end. Well, Melanie, I'm so glad you guys joined me. And I agree. It's beautiful during the daytime, but at nighttime it's just a whole other experience. Yeah, so that's the college boys wearing the lady hanbok. It's a type of humor that I guess I'm just too old for. I don't know. It's not like it's an expression of their gender identity or anything. Don't worry, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like it's literally just like, hey, let's go drink soju and wear lady hanbok and take pictures. Like, it's just a rite of passage. Good for them, right? To each their own. You love soju. I am trying to find this new soju flavor. I heard it's in Myeongdong. I'm gonna go try to track it down tomorrow. Michelle posted about it. It's Beta 500 flavor. If you don't know what that is, it's almost like an orange juice. The fur babies are quite all right. Actually, I haven't seen them since this morning. I had work today. So I went from I woke up, took the boys for a walk. You guys know the boys are my puppies. And then went to work. I taught all morning and then hopped on the bus from work to come here to hang out with you guys. So the dogs are missing me. So as soon as this is finished, I have to run home. Go give them some love. This is Caroline's #1 thing to do. It really, you have to plan it accordingly if you want to see it at nighttime, because it's only like twice a year you can do it. And again, you have to plan out your tickets. So you can book them online if you're Korean, but if you're a foreigner, you can get them on site. There's 200 available per day. But I don't know. Jan said he walked up and had no problems with it. So maybe you don't need to worry about it too much. I'm not too bad. Live streaming makes me exhilarated. You'll tell by tomorrow. How about that? So it's almost 9 p.m. We'll be live again tomorrow in Itaewon at 11 a.m. So you figure I end this stream, travel home, get ready, go to bed, wake up tomorrow and do all that. So you'll be able to see how tired I am tomorrow, if I'm exhausted or not. I think I'll be okay though. I'm just glad we have a beautiful clear sky. So all these different quarters would have been where the servants lived, where the king's many wives lived, where the all the workers, things like that. So Lisa's here. Hello to our friend Liza in Singapore. And you're right, Itaewon isn't far. The good thing about it is the festival starts at 10 tomorrow. So it's not hard to go to Itaewon because the roads are closed though. But the problem is in the afternoon, it gets so crowded. So I'm gonna go early so we can see the Itaewon area with this festival. Maybe we're gonna be able to see some performances. And then it's gonna be so crowded that I'll probably have to walk home. G means destiny. Glad you enjoyed it. So they just worked 12 hours. Oh my goodness. I've heard I'm so boring I put people to sleep. So maybe that's good. Help you fall asleep. But I think it'd be really fun in 2 weeks, guys, when it's Halloween time. If you want to join us for our Halloween live stream, it'll be on the 28th, I think, the Saturday before, from Itaewon. You'll want to make sure you go back and watch the first episode of Itaewon Class, so you'll know what it looks like. Kay asked, what advice would I give somebody trying to learn Hangul? Well, FYI, Hangul is just the alphabet, right? It's just the I think it's 26 different letters. Hold on, I'll come over this window. Just the letter, the writing system. Oh, is this? Looks like the king's throne, but it's not. Oh, our friend Chaos is here. Another Singaporean. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, I don't know, for me, learning Hangul, the alphabet was really easy. I honestly didn't have a problem. I learned, before I even came to Korea, I just got some apps on my phone and just used flashcards. Flashcards were what worked for me. Just different free apps. If you want to learn the language, Talk to Me in Korean is a great place to start. I guess there's so many resources though that it's hard to really narrow down what works. A lot of countries, a lot of cities even have different Korean language organizations or community centers that will give free or really cheap Korean classes. You can try to, if you're in a university area, you know, maybe you have got some Korean exchange students or international students, you know, you could try to meet up with them, do some language exchange or something like that. Chaos asks, what's going on in Itaewon tomorrow? So the Global Itaewon Festival is this huge festival that happens usually every year. And they close the whole main street of Itaewon. And there's just, maybe this is just temporary, food and DJs and all kinds of cool stuff. It's mostly just a time to eat foreign foods and stuff. So I mentioned earlier, this area is closed. I don't know if it's temporary or if it's just because it's nighttime, but this area is really easy to fall off. So they have it blocked off now. Maybe it's just for nighttime. I think we're gonna start walking back towards the front because I think we're getting close to our Duolingo. Yeah, a lot of people mentioned Duolingo. I would say a lot of it depends too on what your learning style is. All right, so we're gonna walk back towards the front near Gwanghwamun area. But I'll show you this main pavilion from a different angle. So I think everybody's being kind of hoarded back to the front. I feel like tonight's one of those beautiful nights that we're not going to have for much longer because it's going to start getting really cold. I know I made a poll this morning. I said, where do you guys want to go? I put Myeongdong, Gyeongbukgung, where's one more? Namsan Tower. Everybody voted for this. And some people put the Poo Cafe in Insadong, which we've done to the Poo Cafe. It's cool at the daytime, but nighttime it wouldn't really be anything special. And then some people said the Eland cruise on the Han River. We actually did a Han River cruise back in, I remember, it was back in May. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people really enjoyed it. I remember it because it was the time I'm on the cruise and I started feeling not so great. And I remember the infamous quote that I did at the end of the live stream. I was like, oh man, I'm starting to get kind of feverish. Like, if this is the Rona, I'm going to be really upset. Spoiler alert, it was the Rona. Kind of discovered it in real time. All right, let me show you. There you go. This side, you get it from the lights. Diana, thank you so much for your support, my friend. Hope to see you in more of them. Oh, goodness. I just love that. I love this view. It's kind of like, well, I want to come back a little further. When I see something like this, it really makes me, even though I've lived in Korea for a very long time, when I see something like this, it just really puts back in my mind, hey, I'm living here in Seoul, South Korea. How cool is that, right? So beautiful. You can't really see me, but hey, this is more beautiful anyways. Hello, our friend Sarah is here. Aussie Ajima, welcome. Sazliza, you're right. I just mentioned that earlier before you joined us. How this was, this is still my wallpaper, actually, on my computer. Yuman took a picture like this last year. If you're interested in this, guys, let me know. I will dig out the wallpaper and then post it in the Facebook or in the YouTube, in the Facebook group. Lysol guys is beautiful. I concur, my friend. I concur. All right, so Mandy's here, representing New Jersey. Breathtaking. And I know it's, you guys can't be here right now, but to see the different kind of layers of this and the different colors against the skyline. The way they have it lit, it's just majestic. I know seeing it virtually, seeing it live is cool, but put it on your bucket list. And that's the King's Throne right there. Roberta, well, hopefully with time you'll be able to check it out for yourself. Let's head back to the front. I think one reason too, going back to my ankle, I've realized it's so hard to heal my ankle increase because things like this, just random roads and stuff, they're not even. I think that has a lot to do with why I'm so slow to heal. I noticed that when I was in Andong, and the roads just, and the sidewalks just aren't even. Get one good last look at that. We'll be back here during the daytime, I'm sure. Thanks, Azliza. I am being quite careful. I just walk a little bit slower than I normally do. I'm not known for walking fast anymore. JK likes it. JK's a slow walker. So we just mosey on at our own little pace when we're outside. You guys don't know, JK's my, what is he, 12 years old now? 12 years old Maltese. And so he's still feisty, but Human is a fast walker. He's been pretty good today. He's staying somewhat close. All right, so this is where we started the live stream. Oh, Sarah, that is true. I did walk. Well, I was in pain that day. I just wanted to get it done with. If you guys don't know, Sarah was here last week. I hung with her last weekend, and we climbed up like 300 stairs. Unbeknownst to me, there were 300 of them. I thought there was just a few of them. But they kept stopping to take breaks. I just wanted to get it done. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep going and keep going. I paid for it the next day. I think I've paid for most of the week, actually. My ankle had gotten better. And then I went to Andong and overdid it again. Oh, I just got home. You guys don't know, she was in Korea for like the last 2 weeks and then just returned back to Australia. I guess an hour ago. The post-vacation blues always are never fun. I want to turn you back around really quickly, show you this. This is where we started. Is everybody starting to go back? I know, I should wear a brace, but I'm thinking about going to a different doctor. The doctor I went to is just like, do acupuncture. And I was like, well, acupuncture seemed to possibly work, but I don't know. I'm just learning to live with the pain, I think. I was like, maybe it's just my new life. Maybe I'm just going to always be in pain. It's so funny because it was like one wrong step 2 months ago. Just changed everything. Let's head down here. Yeah, I don't know. I got x-rays. He said it was nothing serious. He's like, oh, your ligament's just inflamed or something. So this is the front gate. This is Gwanghwamun. This area here is FYI. When you come in, that's where you get tickets over here to the left. This area is for free. You can take pictures here. This is where they will start the changing of the guard ceremony. And this is where you will enter. Guys, thank you for your concern, but I'm not one to sit still. Realistically, I probably should be at home icing my ankle and taking care of it. I'll probably regret it at some point. But right now the weather is beautiful and I just can't stay home. I mean, winter time, I'm sure my ankle will get better. I usually take January off from live streaming anyway, so if nothing else, I'm sure in January my ankle will get a lot better. But next week is fall foliage week. So I have to go out and show you guys all the autumn leaves next week. And the week after that, we might get 2 weeks. So we have to do all of that good stuff. And I've got to walk. I've got to walk a lot. It's for you. It's actually for me too. Robert Stale in the house. Where's Robert Stale? It is good to take a break. I'm not one to take a break. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at sitting still. All right, so this is the main Gyeonghamun gate. Normally all 3 of these gates are open because it's nighttime. Just the one is open. This is where you'll see the guards as well. Thanks, Leslie. It's good to see you. Will we see you next Saturday for our Halloween party? I hope. We'll see you on Zoom. I haven't thought about what I'm going to be for Halloween yet. But I know some people are planning out their Halloween costumes. So I need to think of something. Last year, Marry Me was our winner. I always think of our friend Bridget whenever I walk past this. Up on the top, this beautiful painting. Let me show you, take a look up there. Hi Karen P, welcome. Yeah, we're just kind of walking out. Let me show you that. Look at that dragon. Isn't it amazing? I love it. Bridget actually painted this. I showed this in a live stream last year and she got inspired by it and painted it. It's really cool. You should ask her to see it if you have never seen it. All right, so yeah, that is Gyeongbukgung at night. This is the exit. Now this area here is all fenced off because it's under construction right now. The area in front of us is Gyeonghamun Square, which just opened. After being under construction for a while. Don's working on a costume, awesome. This is the front gate. I can't get very far back because of the angle here. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Always love it. All right, my friends, I think maybe we'll start to wrap this up. I'm gonna keep it kind of short today. It's been a little over an hour. Kind of seen everything here there is to see. We'll come back and we'll see Gyeonghamun and all those things at another time. I'll keep you on your toes. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget, guys, if you want to become a channel sponsor, channel member, if you haven't already, hit that join button. And you can also join for our Halloween party next week, which is gonna be so much fun. We'll have to be a VIP to get access to that. So you can do it for as low as $1.99 a month. And regardless, even if you don't do that, I hope you will be joining us tomorrow live on Facebook for our Itaewon coverage of the Itaewon Global Festival. So thank you so much to everybody who's joined me. I always love hanging out with you. Thanks, Sarah. Settle back in. Morella, hello and goodbye. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications. We'll be coming live again tomorrow and also on Tuesday for our Tuesday Taste Tester TTT. Diana, thanks for your support, my friend. Hope you guys all do well. I will definitely take a nice rest. I'm gonna go home, give some puppies some cuddles, rest my ankle, and then wake up in the morning. You know what I have to do before Itaewon? Coffee. So I've got to build coffee into my schedule, and I will, boys, or everybody, I would give the boys, I always call them the boys, Indy and JK, lots of love for you. Let me flip you around one more time. Abigail, you're here. Hello. Amy, thanks again for your support. Beautiful Seoul, South Korea, Gwanghwamun district in the front here. We were just in the old, and now we're in the new. One last look. But don't worry, we'll be back live again tomorrow morning. I'll tell humans navigating the way. Thank you, Roberta. Have a great day, my friends. Do you have Halloween stories to tell? Just have to wait and see. Ooh. All right. Thanks, everybody. I love you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in about, 14 hours or so? Something like that? All right. See you then. Bye-bye.